Can you go ahead and tell us about yourself?
My name is Kristen Camp, but everyone calls me Casey. My major is mass communications, and I also minor in political science. I love anything video. I love editing, and yeah, I'm a senior here, and it's my last semester.
You kind of said a little bit about what you do on campus, but can you go a little bit further in that? So what is it that you do in any organizations or clubs that you're a part of on the campus?
Well, I love editing. It really started when I was like 12 years old, and then it kind of went from there. But here on campus, what I do with that is it really started with the athletics department. I really edit like most of their hype videos, their highlight videos, or maybe like post-game interviews you might see. If you see any of those, I'm probably more than likely behind the scenes of any of those. I'm also part of the PR committee for the NAACP, and they asked me to help with their content on social medias and things like that.
That's awesome. So what made you choose Upstate?
Honestly, I was looking around for schools, and I was looking at the communications programs for them. Schools like Upstate kind of stood out in that, and also I had a couple of friends that went here. They already said that it was a pretty good school, and that was just an even better second opinion that I needed. So here I am.
You say you do a lot of editing for the athletics department, as well as just, you love editing personally. So how much time would you say that you're spending on editing as a whole?
But just in a day or like in a week?
In a day.
In a day, well, I just recently got a job at Channel 7 News. So on the daily, I pretty much just edit probably like maybe 6 hours out of the day, just because that's about how long I would edit at work. But if it was just like a regular off day, or if I'm doing something like for another project, maybe like 6 hours throughout the week, or maybe like 8 hours altogether, just because it's just one project and I want to take my time more so than just a continuous long one day of editing.
If you're spending that amount of time on, your editing and your work, and you're a full-time student and full-time worker, correct? So how much time are you spending on your homework?
I pretty much do homework at work. So I spend 8 hours in total at work, and I edit for about 6 hours. Those remainder of those hours, I really just do work, or I study. Or when I get home, I'll just probably do work before I go to bed.
So you said when you were younger, about 12, you kind of started liking editing and videography and things like that. So when you were younger, what did you want to be?
When I was younger, I actually wanted to be a firefighter, just because I thought they were like, look at the big red trucks, and, ride around and whatever. But I don't know, like as time went on, I was like, YouTube kind of started becoming more prominent around this time. Mm-hmm. And then people were like making just like their own content and stuff. And I, at this time, like played piano, and I started making like, YouTube video piano tutorials. Mm-hmm. And me filming myself and putting the videos together, not even knowing what it was. I just knew that I already liked that. I didn't know what it was, but it's video production, but I didn't know what it was, but I just really, really liked that.
What are your best and worst experiences in college?
My worst experience probably was when I failed a class once in my freshman year. I mean, that's always going to be hard for anyone, especially for someone who's never failed a class before.
Definitely.
It was definitely an experience that showed me not to mess around and definitely focus on your work. My best experience is probably just honestly knowing and connecting with the people that I have. I mean, if it wasn't for the athletics department, I probably wouldn't have even have the doors that's been open to me already, such as my new job. So I guess that's probably been my best moment, is just meeting people.
How are you reaching greater heights at Upstate?
Well, I mean, I think I said this earlier, but just college is really what you make it. You have to talk to people, make experiences, and people are how you make experiences. So, speaking with people, networking,